So again, thank you. My name is Lisa Walter. I'm the HR business partner here in Tempur-Pedic, Albuquerque. And I've been working there for 6 years, really love the company. I'm excited to share with you some of the opportunities that we have available and what's going on at Tempur-Pedic. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first slide here is just outlining a little bit about our location. We're located at 12907 Comfort Way, and that's out at Atrisco Vista and I-40. So if you know where Double Eagle Airport is or the shooting range, we're up off of that street, off of Atrisco Vista and I-40. It's not too far away from those locations, on that same back road, back behind the volcano. So we are on the west side for sure. In regards to our location, that's a quick picture of our facility. It is the world's largest mattress manufacturing facility, and also the largest single building in all of New Mexico. It's 853,000 square feet, so about 17 acres all underneath one roof. It is air conditioned. We keep it at a constant 72 degrees. Good news is we are also just recently voted by Albuquerque Journal top workplaces. Bad news is we also don't have any public transportation. So for anybody that's interested in working out at our facility, they have to have some type of reliable transportation, either to get to the facility and or reliable drop off and pick up helpers to help you get back and forth from work. So that's pretty important in regards to our location. We are really growing at our facility, and we are opening up a second shift, and that's why we have so many opportunities available right now, is because our production that we have right now and that we intend to keep and see in the far future is we're maxing out our first shift capacity, and that's why we're needing to go to our second shift so we can, create a good and still keep our positive work environment and, really create a good second shift to help us stay successful. So let's go to our next slide here. This slide here kind of outlines positions, starting compensation, and a little bit about the schedules. We're starting compensation out at $15 for second shift. I want to highlight also anybody working second shift will get $1 shift differential. As long as they're working second shift, they'll get an additional $1 on top of what is already listed on the slide here. Again, there are several of these positions listed as second shift and a few as first shift. There are more positions available on tempursealy.com/careers. But these are our highlights. So let's kind of talk about what an assembly technician does. An assembly technician is really that person that's going to be working in a team environment, and the fact that they're going to be working one-on-one with another coworker. And we have put in also COVID protective measures. We've put in the plexiglass in between. We require face masks, social distancing as much as possible. So we have altered our equipment and our practices to accommodate those restrictions. So we are creating a positive and safe work environment as associates still come to work. Looking at our assembly technicians, again, those are going to be the people that are really putting their finishing touches on the product, putting the cover on, putting the label information on, putting it in a bag and a box and getting it ready to be shipped out. Okay, this is a position, and all of our positions, you need to be ready to be able to have like a physical job, and the fact that you're going to be on your feet 10 hours at a time. You will have breaks and you will have lunches and a lunch and things, but just know that this is not going to be a desk job, and that we do require associates to be able to lift up to 50 pounds at any given time. You're not going to be continuously lifting 50 pounds anywhere, but you need to be able to have that comfort level of being able to lift that amount of weight. And also within assembly, you're going to be working with other team members, so you'll be having to communicate and just, work to get the job done safely is really important. Fabrication technicians are a little bit different in the fact that they are really working more with machines. They're observing the quality and watching that as the machine does their operation. Here again, associates are going to be on their feet for 10 hours at a time. A lot of walking is involved with fabrication. Also could include material handling, working with pallet jacks, some forklift opportunities there too. So that kind of depends upon, what your comfort level is working with individuals more in assembly, or maybe working more with machines in fabrication. So quality inspectors, we have those available also, where they are going to be floating around to each department and just checking upon the quality concerns that associates may have. Forklift drivers, we have 42 different forklifts in our facility. Second shift forklift drivers are definitely necessary in order to help get our product into the trucks. And then also just kind of maneuver it around the facility is really important. So we need those. Chemical technicians, those are going to be the associates that are really in the back helping us make our foam. Being able to have that smart sense about HAZWOPER training. It's a physical job. Being able to mentally keep strong attention to detail is really, really important. Maintenance technicians, second and third shift, those are depending upon experience for compensation. And we need those for second and third shift to work on our equipment to help us be successful. I'd say maintenance technicians are definitely, it's a very important field. It's really difficult to find qualified candidates in this area. We're looking for people that have, worked on large machines before, people that can perform maintenance on those. I'd say it's a tough field to get into there. Production control coordinator, that's listed there. And that's going to be really more of somebody that's able to help us do cycle counts and track down inventory. If there's any type of inventory concerns, we'll shoot that responsibility. We'll shoot that person those questions and go from there. Shipping and receiving supervisor, somebody to help us out with our team in the shipping and receiving. They'll primarily work first shift. They will have a second shift, so there may be a little bit of floating there, but it will primarily be first shift. And then also we're just looking for several different production supervisors for first and second shift. We're really growing, as I mentioned, and so we're spreading out our current supervisors to first and second shift, and we just need some more strong applicants out there for first and second shift supervisors. Past work experience of managing teams over 30, past manufacturing experience is really important and helpful. Keeping safety in mind is also really important in order to be a production supervisor. And then again, as mentioned, our second shift will receive $1 shift differential. So that will help out with a little bit of compensation from time to time too. All right, let me jump into our next slide and we'll keep going here. This is just some general information to help outline what really is our first and our second shift. First shift is Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Second shift is from 4 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. All shifts will get 2 15-minute paid breaks, and then also one unpaid 30-minute lunch. Timeframes on that depends upon your production schedule and which one you're on. Overtime does depend upon the production schedule, but right now we are working 60 hours a week until we can get geared up fully for our second shift. So when you apply, it's really, really important that you truly can confidently work any type of overtime that's necessary, because this is Monday through Thursday, the 40 hours, but I'll be honest also is that, we work usually about 50 hours a week. Right now we're working the 60 because we need to get geared up to do our second shift. Once we get our second shift, then we'll be able to level it out a little bit better. But if you're looking at coming on board right now with us, be prepared for a 60-hour work week. Again, just until we can get our second shift up and trained and confident and ready to roll. The roles and responsibilities that everybody has is the first responsibility is to be safe in our work environment. It's very important that all associates come to the facility and return to their homes fully intact and you know, just how they walked in. Safety is really, really important to us as an organization. And then also we want associates to understand that safety is the first thing. Quality comes second. So as you look there, first is safety, second is quality, third comes production. All right. So please keep that in mind when you're looking at our opportunities also. Some departments do work on an 8-hour work week or an 8-hour work day, 5 days a week. And that just depends upon which shift, I'm sorry, not which shift, but which department you're in. Our maintenance team, some of our chemical technicians, some of our slab stock team does, shipping and receiving does too. So those will also be outlined in the opportunities that are available online. It will say what the schedule is. So, and if you're also working an 8-hour work week, or I'm sorry, an 8-hour schedule for the 5-day work week, overtime would be required there also. And right now they're working about 60 hours also. So everybody at our facility is doing that. So right now, in regards to our benefits, we do offer a good benefit program. We have full medical, dental, vision, 5 different medical programs, 3 different dental, and 2 different vision programs for associates. And the benefits are effective date of hire. You have 30 days to enroll, but they will be effective date of hire. Also, we offer 7 days paid sick leave and then 2 weeks of vacation and 12 holidays. So that is our paid leave. I know a lot of people will ask, you know, do you get to utilize your vacation time in your first year? Yes, you do. After your first 90 days, you're eligible to start requesting off vacation, but you don't have your vacation balance available to you until after your first 90 days. Okay. And the 12 holidays, those are something that we schedule as a facility. And then you have 7 sick days, and you can use those as you need to. We do offer a free on-site fitness center. We also offer the company paid life insurance, short-term and long-term disability. We also offer company paid uniforms, and those are for free. You can get free laundry service done also. What's better than that sometimes after working long weeks? It's nice not to have to do your laundry. So we offer 11 shirts and 11 pants, and we'll also pay for your safety shoes up to $150. And if you have prescription glasses, we'll help you get safety prescription glasses with that too. So PPE is really important to us, and we want to make sure that you guys are equipped to be successful and, you know, not only successful, but comfortable throughout the day too. So all of that is very important. Another benefit and mark there is just, you know, Albuquerque Journal recently recognized this as one of the top workplaces. I truly believe that too. One other great thing that we have is really engaged associates. You know, we have several associates out there in the field right now. We're gearing up to have about 333 associates working there. And we want associates that are caring about their environment, caring about their coworkers, truly being able to be engaged in the workforce. You know, asking questions, being able to be proactive, be safe. You know, we're really looking for engaged associates coming on board. And then more benefits are available too as you become a full-time employee. So pretty cool. Next steps in regards to being able to apply, you can apply online at tempursealy.com/careers, and then we will be in touch with you in the next couple of days after we review your application. We'll send out notification on what your specific next steps are. So please keep alert in regards to what our correspondence may be for your next steps as far as applying. Again, we have several different positions available, specifically targeting today's second shift. If you're not interested in second shift, you know, that's okay. There may be a few spots open on first shift, but, you know, also keep us in mind for the future. You just never know when your availability may change. Really looking forward to having a good, strong second shift. It's a really great place to work, very positive. Again, it's temperature controlled, climate controlled at 72 degrees. It's a very large facility. But what's really neat is that whenever you go there, several people will say, how many people work here? And I'll say about, 200 some. And they'll say, I saw only like 12. So it's a really, really big facility, something that we take pride in. Safety is definitely something that we also take pride in. So with that being said, do you guys have any questions out there?
Let me see, Miss Lisa. So I'm going to open up the questions. And some of them were already answered. So
Okay.
Okay, the first question is there a chance to get a first shift assembly tech position after being with the company for a certain amount of time?
There is an opportunity to get first shift after being with the company for a certain amount of time. But to be honest, we don't outline, after you've been there 18 months, you can definitely go first shift. It kind of depends upon first availability and if there is availability on first shift, and then also who would be most qualified for that first shift position. We do encourage associates to apply from within. So internally, that would be an application that you would want to submit to go to first shift. There is also opportunity for associates to also get promoted into other departments. We like to promote from within. And so if you start out at assembly and then go into fabrication, and you might go into slab stock or maybe another department within fabrication, you can definitely move from within. All that takes is just applying for the opportunity, and then we would look at your application and interview and determine if you'd be a good fit for that position at that time, and also with that shift. So we do like to hire from within. So yes, you could go to first shift. Is there a defined time on when that could happen? No. But is it possible? Yes. But again, there's no defined time. So.
Thank you. The next question is, I submitted an application last week. When will interviews start?
We're doing interviews right now and this week, so we'll continue to review your application. And if we haven't gotten back with you yet, just hang in there. We have gotten several different applications, and then we'll be informing you of your next step in the process. So thank you so much for applying. That's fantastic. Really happy that you not only applied at our website, but then also joined today. So thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you. And the next question, Lisa, do you offer retirement accounts, 401k?
We do offer 401k opportunity. Right now, it's available. I'd say our 401k is through Wells Fargo. And that is available. We were previously doing a company match, and that stopped once COVID hit. So hopefully next year we'll be able to match again. So you can definitely put money into it, but right now the company is not matching that. But yes, it is available, and you can start that from date of hire.
Thank you. And the next question is, I don't have any experience as an assembly tech. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right. Albuquerque, we don't have a lot of manufacturing around here. It's not a big field. So for entry-level people looking for a new opportunity, starting an assembly would be great. A lot of what requirements are in assembly is, being able to physically do the job, being able to lift up to 50 pounds at any given time. Again, you're not continuously doing it, but you are going to be doing it throughout the day. Also, you need to be team-oriented. You need to be able to have strong communication, be able to make decisions on things. Other experiences that may help transfer over into assembly, food service, any type of construction work, I think, is really important. Anything having to do with people working in teams, that is important too. I don't know what your specific background is, but the way I see assembly is it's a really cool opportunity because diverse experiences can be equally qualified for the opportunity. And assembly is like the best way to get in and really determine too, is this something that you want to do and grow in? Even though it's an entry-level position, there are positions that you can grow into within the assembly department. You can go entry-level, intermediate, and then advanced. And you can also go into a line coordinator position, somebody that's actually like helping run the lines. And then we also have leadership positions within just assembly. So you can have an entire career just within the assembly department if you like. And or maybe interview for other opportunities in other departments too.
Nice, thank you. Is a forklift experience a necessary requirement for a fabrication tech?
In regards to forklift experience, it's not a specific requirement. It's nice to have if you've had that. And I know a lot of people say, you know, they've been forklift certified, or maybe they weren't certified, but they have driven forklifts before. And that's great. Just having general experience is really important. If you don't have it, it doesn't disqualify you from the opportunity at all. It's just a nice to have. And if you have had past forklift experience, then we would go ahead and still recertify you through our forklift program. And if you don't have experience, but you're willing to try it out, you may have a little interest in it, then we can look at getting you forklift certified also. Safety is a huge concern of ours. So if you haven't had previous forklift experience, what we'd start you out with is just working with the pallet jacks. We have push and pull, and then also we have riding pallet jacks. So, you know, we'd work with each associate to determine their comfort level and also what might work best in their area, to make sure that they're certified and that they're familiar with how to operate the equipment and how to be safe.
Thank you. Is there a waiting period before medical insurance benefit become available?
No, insurance is available to you first date of hire. So there's no waiting period with that. The only thing that I will say is that, you know, it does take you about 2 weeks to get into the system once you become a new hire. But aside from that, no, you can apply for medical insurance right away. And that's available to you within your first 30 days. So you have 30 days to determine which package is right for you and or your family to make sure that you make the right decision.
Okay, and one more question. I'm having issues with the website. Can I delete my app, or can you help with that?
If you're having problems with the website, what I would recommend is maybe create a different email address. I'm not sure what your specific concerns are or where you've ran into a problem, but there's also there should be like a contact information. And if you email adpvantage@tempursealy.com, again, that's adpvantage@tempursealy.com, they too can help you navigate through the application process. If you're having any type of problem logging in or anything like that, that would be, I would say, like the next best go-to to applying online.
And another question, is there a veteran preference?
Having a veteran is really nice to be able to have that qualification. However, you know, we're going to be looking at the people that are most qualified for the opportunity. If you are a past veteran, that's fantastic. Yeah, we definitely welcome that experience.
Thank you. And it doesn't look like there are any more questions at this time.
No other questions at this time. All right. Well, gosh, really appreciate you guys tuning in today, learning about our opportunities. Again, we're at Atrisco Vista and I-40. So Atrisco Vista and I-40. We have several different positions available. Compensation is very competitive. It's a positive work environment. Safety is number one for us, and we require you guys to help us with that initiative. So I look forward to seeing several applications after today for our second shift opportunities. And thank you again so much for coming out today and listening to this program.